Okay, so here's the outline, all right? Syllabus course website. Are you guys going up to the website and are you looking at the syllabus? Yes, okay, good. We're going to do a quick and dirty favorite trade. So everybody should be able to have their, where the Dow or the S&P closed, or oil closed, or gold closed, where the 10-year Treasury yield closed, and what's happened to the dollar as it appreciated or depreciated. And I'd like to do that exercise in like 10 minutes. Okay, I'm not going to spend that much time on it this time. Okay, but be prepared to come in and come ready where you've been monitoring the markets all week and you have an opinion on where it's been and where it's going to go. Because that's where we get, that's how we make money, is by being able to forecast where the markets go and then be able to place the trades. Okay, and actually our systems are in real time and continuous time. And basically we have created machine language and artificial intelligence to basically monitor these markets on an ongoing basis and basically program in signals that basically will alert us of what's happening in the market, and if there's any price dislocations, that we will be notified and we can take appropriate trades. And either take the trades or unwind the trades because we have value at risk for our clients. The memos, I will go through the memo formats. Let's see, I don't have those up there, but I will walk you through today. In the reports and the PowerPoint presentations, again, the literature review is extremely important. Okay, and that's why I rearranged some of the chapters for some of the students because it was not theoretically based. You could not go up onto ProQuest or one of the other EBSCO and be able to put in enterprise value and be able to pull up some of the most recent articles on enterprise value calculations, peer-reviewed and approved by academicians for publication in the scholarly journals. Okay, that's your external validity. So I need to see those references. Because I'm going to ask you, where did you get the external validity? How did you come up with the approach? What?
Case study.
What?
You need to see the reference in the PowerPoint or the case study.
I would like to see one slide on the back of the PowerPoint presentation that lists the references. Okay? And there should be a reference page at the back of the report that lists the references.
Yeah, we have it in the case study, but we don't have it in PowerPoint.
That's okay, you can just reference them today. But it is good to see at the back of the PowerPoint, after you do your closing pitch, you have Q&A and then you have the references. And again, that just sends a real strong signal that your external validity is strong. Okay, that you've looked at, and in those articles you don't even need to read most of them. That's all you have to do is look at the abstract. Okay, is look at the abstract because it summarizes everything, summarizes the approach, summarizes the variable testing, summarizes the data and the methodology, and summarizes the conclusions. Okay, and if you want to skim through the articles, which I recommend, you could pull out some other editors. Back to the memos again. You need to be able to forecast up and down. I got a question, how do I come up with the forecast? Either you come up with the forecast, or you have to use at least an 8 to 10% price movement. Because I can't make money on the derivative trades if I don't get a robust forecast in the price movement. If you say, okay, we forecast over the next 3 months stock prices are going to go up by 2%, I can't buy the options because the option premiums are too expensive. I got to put up capital to do the trades. It's too expensive. It's infeasible. I got to get enough price momentum in any one direction to be able to justify the derivative trades to make the money. Okay. Economic factors. In the articles, if you signed up for Seeking Alpha and the GARP website, did everybody sign up for the Seeking Alpha and the GARP website? Did everybody sign up? Did everybody sign up? I'm going to just be answering questions over and over again unless I hear validation. Did you sign up? Yes. Yeah, good. Because they're going to be feeding you the articles. The derivative trades. I will go over the derivative trades with you today. I will teach you technical, how to trade the derivatives. What are the derivatives and how to trade them? And there's only 2 types of trades, series of trades. It's an up trade and a down trade, and that's it. Okay. I'm not going to teach you how to do sideways trades. And then data and references, over here. And then we're going to go over the online data. We're going to do a derivative trading summary because I hear from my students all the time, Professor Susie, you jump ahead. I don't understand what derivatives are. I don't know how to trade. Okay. always go online too and look up derivative tradings on forwards and futures and options. I'll go over a primer. I'll probably expand on it again later in the semester, but I'm going to give you an overview today. All right. Technical analysis. I'm going to review the technical analysis that we went over before, because technical trading systems are all big data applications, and technical analysis goes hand in hand with fundamental analysis. And what you're learning in your books, from the programming side, you can program those things in real time. They can run in the background, and if you have signals and dashboards in place, you can be notified instantaneously if there's a trade opportunity or your trade is going against you. Okay, and then we'll go over fundamental securities analysis too, go over the basic structures of that evaluation. Financial product innovation. If you watched the video, that's great. If you didn't, we're going to do a lecture on that. But I would go back and look at the video as a refresher. Okay. Then we're going to talk about monetary policy, options, tools, open market operations, yield curve dynamics, the cost of debt and equity. How do you come up with the weighted average cost of capital? And then as movements in the interest rates move the discount rates, they move the asset prices, okay? And then there's volatility. And that's where the derivatives come in. Asset price movements and volatility are what you're really betting on when you start to trade the derivatives. And then in the memos too, you're going to need to pick 3 indices to track: the Dow Jones, maybe the New York Stock Exchange, but the Dow Jones, the S&P 500, and the NASDAQ. You have to find 3 exchange-traded funds and 5 stocks, and you need to look up the ticker symbols, and you need to tell me what the definitions of the indices are. Okay, so that's in the memo. Then for the teams, they're going to be the presentations today are going to be 30 minutes. I didn't get a chance to put together a notes page or a review sheet. Okay, a notes page would be for you to basically be able to take notes, asking questions like, did they clearly define the problem? Did they clearly define the approach? Where did they get the data? What methodology did they use? Did they internally and externally validate? Did they show the results, and did they make a strong recommendation? Okay, that's kind of what the review sheet would have been, and then the notes would have been, well, what mathematical models did they use? What software did they use? What other techniques did they use? What was the key takeaways from the presentation? And I'll put that together for next week. I need to know the leaders in each of the groups. I need their phone numbers, and you guys need to call me at least twice a week. So I know that you're on track, that I'm answering any questions, and that I'm moving forward. You should probably send me the draft of the presentation as quickly as possible, and or the report, so that I can review it, I can look at it, I can give you some comments, so that by the time you present it, it's in really good shape, and then I will spend a little bit more time on it the week after. I will go through it, I will mark it up, I will give it back, you will make the edits, and you will resubmit it back to me, and we'll go back and forth until the end of the semester, or until I approve it and say it's turnkey, it's ready for presentation, you can use it. Okay? And then thank you for this. So let's cut that, and let's bring in our